Hello, everyone. Bondar JR here, Silverwolf, Ron, and we're here to stream some Eve Online. So, hopefully, this stream finds you well. Trying to get my stream window to work, so let's get switched over. So, we had actually been working on the Sisters of Eve Epic Art Quests. I actually finished them earlier today. I only had 2 or 3 left, so it was kind of a letdown. I was expecting my standings to be drastically increased, and they were not. So my Galente was negative 2.25, I think, and now it's negative 1.18. So I thought for sure it would cover it all, and it didn't. So that was kind of disappointing. So, but we will leave it at that. So what else? So yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do tonight. Maybe fly around, maybe do some missions. I do have some level 4 missions here in this station, but I do not have a battleship, so could probably look through, see what battleship I want to buy. Navy Raven is kind of the big one. That's, I think, one of the most popular ones for battleship wise. I'm not a big missile guy, so, but I know on the bigger ships, the rail guns don't actually do as much damage or don't hit as much, I guess. Larger rail guns are harder with tracking, so yeah, maybe we'll look in that, because that's always one that's kind of interesting. So I want to thank my lurkers. You guys are the bread and butter of my stream, so normally that's about all I have is lurkers, so thank you for that. But I was running around doing some research agent stuff. So this guy's 8 jumps. This guy's 8 jump, but I think I already have this guy's 9 jump. They're all too far away. This guy's 5 jumps. Electromagnetic physics. He's a level 3. I don't want a level 3. Not when I've got level 4. So, Noni, Calamore, electromagnetic physics level 4. It's funny, it doesn't show the Hogimo. Oh, there's the Hogimo. He's a level 3. So yeah, all the level 4s are here. So I've got more than enough level 4s, but these are the closest. So, and I think I'm already using this guy. So, Iswa. Let's check. Actually logged out and logged back in just so it would clean this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm entitled to 6. So yes, I'm already using Izawa. He's a level 4. Kiram is a level 4. I got these two as rocket science, but he's actually Hogimo. He's a level 3, and Inaro's a level 3. So you might want to switch these guys over to level 4s. This nanite one, I'd like to really start pumping. Nanites are the ones that I think I need the most of, and they're the hardest to come by, so that's always frustrating. But these level 4 jobs, the ones that are really the profitable ones, so they're the ones that would be nice to be working. So, but let's see. So I have an open spot. So I want to find one of these guys that is not behind a gate camp. So this is Izawa. We've already got him. Check that. So it's going to be one of these two guys. So let's set destination. They're in camo in Venilen. Check my gate camps. All right. Venilen. And we're going to camo. Camo core. Remove that. Do shortest. And no problem. Looks like it's just 8 jumps. So no problem. So we're going to go to him. So it looks like there's not any systems in between him that are, or her, excuse me, that are real problematic. I don't know why it's not putting it up here now. That's why. 8 jumps. All right, let's minimize. And actually, let's take this stuff out and drop it off. That's what I want to do. So, item, all these data cores. Yeah, let's leave the hammerheads too. Oops. So let's do you. And then let's go down here and do you. All right. Stack all. All right, I'm actually going to a new place, so let's take some titanium. I try and think everything through. Normally with the research agents, they only give you 2 types of missions, titanium or titanium or delivery. So let's just say 30,000. Alrighty. And then we're going to undock. So I've been starting a little bit early on my streams. Primarily, I'm trying to see if this window works better. Not getting enough sleep, which is kind of the name of the game with Eve. So, actually Steam. I usually play games till late. So, but yeah. So we're looking at that as a possibility. So I may end up doing 9 to 11. Or 9 to 12 and make 12 a more hard time frame so that it's a 3-hour stream instead of a 2-hour stream. Because now I do 10 to 12, 12:31. So it gets me to bed a little late. So, but we're kind of playing with it. Also messing around with trying to find a chat overlay for my stream, because I know a lot of them that they watch on YouTube, and I'm talking about stuff, I'm answering questions, but they don't see the questions, so it makes it hard. So I actually thought if you watched it on Twitch you got to see the chat, but turns out you don't. The video on demand does not have the chat on there, so I want to try and fit the chat in here somewhere, which is challenging. Eve's a little busy, so we'll have to see what we can do. My chat's usually not super busy, so we could probably work that out, but I did play around with it a little bit last night, and people were saying there was problems. Turns out they weren't related to that, but I ended up turning it off. Plus, it didn't seem like it was displaying right, so, which was kind of frustrating. So, but that's the way it works sometimes. So we're gonna travel to this guy. We're gonna get drive active. We're gonna set them up, probably electromagnetic physics, since he's a level 4. think we got a bunch of them now doing a bunch of different things. I got my other alts set up. They're not all fully set up, but one of the things that they're not doing is they're lower level, so I really need to grind out some missions with them to get them to higher levels. So not sure if it's worth it. Probably could just do data sites, and that's one of the things I guess a lot of people online have said, that the data sites are a better way to get data cores.
Active.
Problem with the data sites is you don't know what data core you're going to get, and so, but you could always sell the ones you get from the data sites and buy the ones you need. So I am kind of an anti-buy guy, so I always like to provide for myself. So that's kind of one thing that's kind of nice. So also need to work on my trig status, so I'm thinking that maybe I take one of my alts, put them in trig space. I actually do have an alt in trig space now, but it's an alpha, so might be a good choice to do for the trig space stuff.
Drive active.
I only need one of my corporation members, I think, since we're all directors. Actually, once we get here, we'll check that out. But I'm pretty sure since they're all directors, all my alts are directors, only one of them would need to be have the status to get the office, to get the stuff out of impound. I think once I get the stuff out of impound, we'll go from there. Well, I was thinking about reaching out to one of my buddies from the corp, actually, who's a CEO. He's a good friend of mine. We haven't talked in quite a while, but I was thinking about reaching out to him just to see if I could get him to log on and transfer the CEO to me. That would be helpful. Not that it really matters, but I'm thinking it's about time to move on. So Shao, who's one of my regulars on the stream, see if he gets here tonight. Probably end up joining his corp. So they seem like they're a pretty good set of people. So hard to go from running things to to being a grunt, but it all works. Either that, or I was hoping maybe if I get CEO of the corp, then I could get an alliance with them, which might help. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. This is my last day streaming this week. So I'm glad I got the epic arc done. But I may
drive active.
Actually, I may end up streaming Saturday night. I'll probably stream a different game just for that stream since it's unscheduled. My wife has a party, so since she has a party, that means I have free time, so I'll probably try to stream.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
She has a birthday party she's going to, so that'll get us set up there. Here's my level 4. Start the conversation, start the research, go with electromagnetic physics. We've got all kinds of stuff. Let's go with electromagnetic physics. All right. And then if we look here, we'll see him there. Electronic engineering. Why am I doing electronic engineering? I need to get rid of this guy. He's got electromagnetic physics too. We need to switch him. So let's go to Izawa. So destination. 6 jumps. I like it. All right. Oh, let's drop this. got it there. All right, undock. Izawa's not in any. Yep, I think we're good. So yeah, so trying to get these guys all situated.
Warp drive active.
Actually, was Izawa. He's probably a level 3, isn't he? No, he's a level 4. Yeah, so we'll switch him over. So I got 3 level 4s and 3 level 3s. I probably should switch to level 3s. This nanite engineering one, I have not found a level 4 nanite engineering one. And actually, I just recently found a website that will show you. So nanite engineering, there is a level 4 in domain. Not sure if they're available to me. There's also a level 4 in the Great Wildlands, which is nullsec. 2 level 4s in Kador. Level 4 in Sing Liaison. So yeah, so those look like there's quite a few level 4s. So let's go back here. Oop, let's fly. Let's go back here. So I wish it would tell you the region. So this only tells you the region. This tells you the other stuff. So we've got level 4 in domain and system Hada. I don't see a Hada. Korsky, Sealand, Alabin. I thought I saw an Alabin. No. And a Nile. Yeah, so it definitely doesn't look like I have them. Banner I'm using. The 4's there. So yeah, so I'd have to grind them to get to a level 4.
Active.
Also doesn't tell me what faction they're with. I guess I could check these systems to see how far away they are. So AINAILLE. 14 jumps, so that's pretty far. Yeah, not that far, but still. That's the first level 4. Oh, nope. Hada.
Warp drive
I hate
active.
that this search window doesn't come up for minutes. Where'd it go now? There it is. HAHDA. 17 jumps, so that's a little further. Okay. That's definitely further. AHARAL. AHARAL. 10 jumps, so that's a little closer. Almost these. Sorry about that. Need to check the chat, make sure I'm not missing any chat messages. Sorry about that. So that's 10 jumps.
Warp drive active.
So that's not too bad. That was Kador. And then GENSELA. GENSELA. GEN. That's only 8 jumps. Well, that one definitely seems like something we could do. He's got a level 1 and a level 4 in the same system. Wish it would tell me what corp. So that might be
active.
something. GNSELA. Okay. Says 8 jumps from Izawa. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then I checked that one. That was 10 jumps. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 level 4s. Okay. Actually, if we check in and out from here. A-I-N 15 jumps. Yeah, so definitely further than we thought. So if we do the Gensla, close you, dock,
warp drive active.
Chenza. G-N-S-E-L-A. Kind of like it. 9 jumps. So still a little, not bad. Not sure. Set destination. What are they going through? There is a level 1 agent
Docking
there.
permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That goes through low sec. Abazan. Abazan is a big gank. Big gank one. So yeah, that would be. And okay, so we got a mission from this guy. Let's see what kind of points we have with this guy. So Izawa, 213, 87 would actually get us to 300, which would get us 3. Should be nice. I don't know why we're still doing electronic engineering, to be perfectly honest. So let's see, what does she need? Deliver, special delivery. Okay. Accept. Route will take you into low sec. All right. Shouldn't be a big deal, but 4 jumps. That's a long delivery job. Let's check it out first. Actually, 2 low sec systems. Workson and Erla. All right, Izawa to Hork. All right, so let's go back here. Izawa to Hork. All right, shortest. Takes us through those 2, no kills. I like it. Love it when there's no kills. That's always better. So let's do it. Especially when it's nice and quiet. So we got some stuff to sell here, it looks like. So let's throw this in here. Let's deliver this quick. Get these points, cash them out. And switch them over to the electromagnetic physics. So close. Jump, 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 jump.
Warp drive active.
I marked this guy as negative for some reason. Usually only mark people like that if they've killed me. But since his character's 21 years old, I could have marked him like that 20 years ago. I guess we could see how old he is. He is 11 years. No, he's been with that company for 11 years. 2013. So yeah, 11 years. So yeah, probably not.
Warp drive active.
Killed me sometime in probably the last decade. So yeah, we'll run over here, take care of this delivery job, get this guy switched. And any of you that are listening, if you want, throw me your suggestions for a battleship to do level 4 missions. Caldari Navy. I think I'm gonna do that. That'll be a little fun.
Warp drive active.
Grind some missions, get some more money back. Battleships are expensive. I could probably try them in the mirror, but Don't think that would work. That was a quick jump. I just love
drive active.
They have so many different. So that each one of these has got to be a different account. So I'm not sure who buys 13 accounts. Well, 12. Actually, so 1, 2, 3. So maybe 9. But that's a lot of accounts. Maybe they're all alphas, which isn't a problem.
Drive active.
Alphas can't fly any of the really nice ships for ganking, so that doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. So we'll deliver this up and get our stuff back. So actually, that's another one of them.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Maybe he's a big old at destination, start conversation. Maybe he's a big old miner. And he uses some of them to guard his back, and the rest of them just a mine. Maybe he has one Omega, and the rest are all alphas. Could be. So that would be an interesting way to do it, but probably not unheard of.
Drive active.
Let me check my gate status here again to make sure I'm still good, and I am. Always got to be safe. Always got to be safe. Never know what's going to happen, so always good to be safe. Fly safe. Pay attention. Don't get distracted. Most of my deaths in the past month have been from distractions. A couple were gank ones where I was targeted. A couple were PvE ones where I was distracted. A couple were status ones where I didn't realize I was low status and they would shoot at me. So that's always fun.
Active.
I don't know what those symbols mean. That must, oh, that's the name. Hey, what's up, Nick? What's up? Time between games, we are fragging. Okay.
Drive active.
Taking names, kicking butt. Which game you playing? You're probably a big Fortnite guy, right? Call of Duty, Warzone. That's a good one. That's a good one. How many people you got in your group? New season dropped. Okay, that's cool. A couple new maps and stuff. That always helps. We used to have a group at the bank that played... wasn't Call of Duty, it was something else, but it was one of those. We had a pretty large group, so... Okay, good. So 4-player teams, that's good. So always fun. Well, thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. It's always good to see a friendly face.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Neil has been playing Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I get pop-ups for him when he plays, so. Start conversation. I want to buy data cores. We'll get 3 data cores because that's all he's got. Those. Check out how many points he's got left. Not that it matters. 2 points. Excellent. That's where I like to be. And then say start conversation. Cancel. Yes. And start conversation. Research. And we're going to do electromagnetic physics. All right. That puts them up at 87.71. That's a nice thing. So we should get a group on a game like you used to do. Yeah, we used to. It used to be a lot of fun. So we used to have a good time. So what else was I looking for? Oh, we were trying to find a level 4 that night. Yeah. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back to Venilen. Ooh. Yeah. Shouldn't be that far. I would love to go clean up this stuff, but that's just a lot of flying around. I'll do that one day when you guys aren't watching. 8 jumps, man. Why is it so far? So yeah, we're gonna fly over here, go back to the base, and I want to try and figure out what battleship I'm gonna buy. So we're gonna jump up here. So actually, let me check this.
Active.
So we're going from Izawa to Venilen. So let me check that. Izawa to Venilen. Shortest. Okay, we're still good. No gate camps, so that's good. All right, dropping in another. Be right back. All right, have fun. Knock them dead for us. Oh, that's where the Amber is. Yep. So yeah, I was grinding there for a bit. So yeah, I was a little disappointed in the ARC one. It didn't give quite the status I was expecting it to give, so that was a little disappointing. You say epic. I was kind of expecting a little more than 1 point change, but you know, what do I know? So if we go back to agents and missions, epic arcs, we could probably find another one. So I've got this other guy. Chapter 1 of 3, only 17 missions. So and that's Caldari State, so that might open up something else. That says it's 4 jumps away. He's actually a distribution guy, so that means it won't be a battle one.
Active.
Here's the Galente Federation one, but that one's not available to me. Probably because my status is too low. So. But that's 19, so that would be a really good one if my status was higher. Corazor, Minamar, Sister of Eve. So this one, Arnon, I completed that one. Quality of Mercy, Chapter 1 of 7. So that's interesting. Does that mean there's more chapters? Chapter 2 of 7, chapter. So I did all those chapters. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think when Shao was on, he said you can actually do them once every 3 months.
Active.
So, but yeah, that was a little disappointing. Because I was really hoping to get a better jump out of it than that. The Galente haven't attacked me, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. But some of my research is in Galente, so that's probably hurting some of my status there. Unfortunately, if I do Caldari Navy, they're probably going to have me shooting somebody. I could go do some rat sites, I guess. Or scan down some data sites or relic sites. I've been looking forward to doing that. That would also tell us who or what kind of data cores we can get from them. Rumor has it you can also get decryptors, which are used in invention. So if we look here, we might be able to find some relic sites. There's cosmic signature. We can scan the cosmic signatures down, or we can just, sometimes there's a relic site that actually shows up by default. Those ones that show up by default. So there's a Gurista's hideout, so we could also do something like that. Of course, I don't know, it just disappeared. There's a white glaze, so there's a mining site. But might find some problems there. So what system is this? Alima. So yeah, might find some problems there.
Warp drive active.
I did actually use one of my jump clones. So this clone actually has... So you can see I used a jump clone, so my next jump clone, but this one actually has really nice implants. So I'm going to plan on, if I go anywhere, or wormhole space or anything like that, or trig space with this guy, I'll jump out of him into a blank one. So that way we can save those. They're a little expensive. What else we got? So yeah, so here, Gurista's Den, so we could do some of these, maybe. That would actually give us, allow us to do some stuff there. I don't know if they have battleships or not. That's the only problem, is I don't know what kind of levels they are, but we could check them out. Somebody may have already done them. We could also scan down these sites. So maybe I'll get the mirror and check out a couple of those rather than do the missions. Of course, the missions do pay a lot of money, so. Yeah, I don't know why it does this. This is definitely a bug. But if I log out and log back in, it'll clear that. Which is okay.
Active.
But yeah, I think I'm going to need to do some research on which battleship I want. Just cause. So yeah, so here's another Gurista. He's got 4 Guristas in here. I wonder if that's why. There's only 6 people here. So low researcher. So veterinarian. So yeah, we might be able to check those out. It's only 1 jump from Venilen. Home front operations. Help the sovereign faction by completing operation and providing industrial exploration or combat support. There you go. So let's dock. Maybe we'll grab my mirror. Well, that was sweaty. I'm not sure anybody's ever said that about a console game before. You know, I could see if you went out and played some volleyball or something, or maybe, you know, actually parachuted into a zone yourself, but having done that, that was a little sweaty. So, but yeah, I didn't parachute into a zone, but I did parachute.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
But yeah, that's never heard anybody call it sweaty before, so that's kind of interesting. I think I'll take my mirror and And since I think I need a battleship to do this Navy one. I might be able to get away with it with my battle cruiser, but I don't know. So anyway, let's switch. Ship hangar. There's my mighty hammer. Actually going to send some of these guys. There's cleanup, so we'll leave him here. And a couple in case. Tengu Manicore. Actually, he's got some stuff in his glove compartment. No, I didn't pick him up, did I? I guess you get better lobbies after a win. Hopefully better luck this time. Be right back. All right, good luck. All right, so let's go back to our ship hangar and let's switch to this guy. Make him active. There it is. All right. Now let's go and jump over to Hogimo. Actually, we probably should. Hold on, let's undock. Let's make sure he's all repaired up. All right, good. Make sure he's got enough drones in the bay. Okay, we're good. Got a bunch of drones. Okay. So let's go ahead and undock. I'll fly over to Hogimo.
Warp drive active.
Nope. 63,000. 3,200. Gotta remember how to play this one. Oh, this one, that's it. He only has an afterburner. Get a micro warp drive on there. So that'll probably kill my cap, but you don't use the afterburner that often. Just for quick boosts. Let's minimize you. What that beeping is. Alright, so a couple of them, they're already gone. Well, that sucks.
Warp drive active.
Members of the common who go by the names Fatal and Rabbit. The Gurista are constant flowing inside the concentration parts and sensing operation is not based on around the creed. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So yeah, if I scan down the Kino wormhole, I can jump in there and probably take out some drones. Hide in there for a little bit. Oh, I need to remember. Well, these guys aren't bad. Yeah, these are just frigates. $42. Launch. Alright. So which one's shortest? 39. Where's he at? This is all that's here? Just these 4 or 5? It's kind of weird. Alright. How are they getting hurt? I keep choosing a different one. Alright, I'm just going to let them choose. Alright. Oh, there's some more. Some more spawned. So we want this guy first. We want the silencer. Since he's the biggest. Uh-oh, more cruisers. Oop. They're really shooting at me. Well, wipe out. I'm doing all right. I meant to do a search and find out where the combat damage goes. I can find out what to defend against. These are multispectral though, so that's kind of, that covers everything. These are cruisers. Come on. I'm actually taking some damage now. Right, that's it. Return to drone bay. We'll jump to Venilen.
Warp drive active.
We'll give that a try. We'll come back there and salvage those. So yeah, that's the other nice thing about at least if you do the missions, you get payment for the mission. Plus, then the missions are yours too, so you don't have to worry about somebody else coming and stealing the salvage. So somebody might come across those wrecks while I'm switching ships and say, "Hey, this is cool. Somebody left us all this loot."
Warp drive active.
Wonder if I go back with my catalyst, will they respawn? And I'll start getting shot at. Catalyst is pretty quick, but doesn't have hardly any defenses. So I suppose I could get out of there if I had to. So there's a Caldari control tower.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Excellent. Alright, so ship hangar. Clean up. Make active. Alright. Check out his cargo. Nothing in there. Oop, oop, oop. Stop, stop, stop. He's short one. He's short one salvager. Yeah, because I stole one. So, let's see. Are the salvagers here? Or are they in the container? There's a compact. There's a compact too. There's a salvager. Alright, undock. Now we're good. So we'll leave that up. And we'll go to Hogimo. There's
drive active.
So there's a Gurista refuge that just popped up here. Well, maybe we'll do that one next. Problem is, I don't remember which one I went to. Oh, and it might have disappeared since I finished it. Didn't think about that. That could be, which means I lost my loot. And actually, I don't need that, so we can close that. See if it's out
drive
there.
active.
So yeah, they don't have it there anymore. So maybe because I destroyed it, it went away. We'll see if the wrecks are still there. Pretty sure when you close out a mission... Nope, they're still there. Good. Yeah, so when you close out a mission... Alright, so boom, boom. Boom, boom. 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 Boom, boom. 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 got some low level ammo. I like it. So that's pretty good. So these disappeared, or the site disappeared, so nobody can find it. All right. I like it. Okay, which one is that? All right. Awesome. I can approach this one, right? Let's go. Got a dub. I don't know what got a dub is, but good luck. Maybe a double? Oh, you won. Okay. So dub is one. Okay. Didn't know that. Let's do you and approach you. Let's lock a few more. Dub equals W equals win. Okay, I got you. Sorry, I'm so dense, you gotta explain it to me. Right. Stack all. All right. We're actually approaching that one, so let's go ahead and bring this one in. And we'll leave that one. Last one. Oh, we better salvage that one. Come on. Oh, now I got a cargo container. Darn it. There we go. All right. Ugh, I hate that. All right. So we'll clean these up. So going for a back-to-back buy. Okay, good luck. I guess I should be thankful I'm getting a little bit of his time. And this guy. Scourge missiles. All right. Got all three of them working. Clean these guys up. Didn't get much, but we got some stuff. There you go. Alright, so let's jump to Venilen.
Warp drive active.
I saw Frillner on yesterday, but I haven't seen him on yet today. It sucks because I really enjoyed him. He had a lot of good questions, so I don't know why it says I only have one viewer, because Nick is in there. I can see him in the list, so that should be two, but what do I know? So Vanilen's got 8 people, so maybe we'll work this one here. So let's dock at this guy. Doesn't work that way.
Drive active.
Yeah, now it shows 2.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right. So let's select all. Drop them in the item hanger. Stack all. Go to the switch. Switch to this guy. Make active. Undock. 453 and 453,000 in pirate bonus. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
I didn't clear that. Didn't clear that wreck. 0 other standing affected. See, that's the other thing I don't like. Used to be when you shot pirates in somebody's system. So right now I'm in Caldari State. It raised Caldari State because I was taking the pirates out of their system. Doesn't work that way. So that's kind of disappointing. Oh, looks like somebody killed them all. Somebody's already fighting here, so that's all right. I'll let them have it. All right, let's go to Hogimo. Warp to 0. Actually, let's just jump.
Warp drive active.
They're already fighting them, so they're in a cormorant. Actually, we should have saved location. Submit. Can't book it. I could go back later. Alright, so let's actually stop. I don't want to jump. Because if I can salvage somebody else's stuff, that's awesome. Oh, it's already gone. So they finished it. Yeah, so I guess as soon as you finish it, it's gone. Okay, jump. Jump, jump, jump. So let's see what we got here. So what was that site? Gurista's hideout. Warp to 0. Let's go ahead and do that.
Warp
Yeah, I
drive
got 400,
active.
400,000 in bounties. That's pretty good. Can't complain about that. Not gonna, you know, you're not gonna get rich doing that, but. And then the salvage, so. I can gank him. 30. 30 is my thing, so keep it at 30. Alright. Oh, somebody's already here. No worries. So let's go to Kuelen. Check that one out.
Drive active.
Yeah, so he's doing a Gila. Which a Gila is a cruiser. Okay. Let him have him. We got Kuelen, we got Hutakin. Oh, that's right, trig stuff here, so. Well, you know what? There might be. I think I checked that though, and there wasn't. Stellar Fleet. That's warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
Still says Caldari State, but since it is trig, maybe. I think I tried this though, and it didn't give me anything. Or I went there and it wasn't nothing. Wasn't what I was expecting. We'll see. Alright. Yeah, these are trigs. I don't want to fight trigs. Yeah, they're trigs. I don't want to fight them. Alright. So let's go to Gurista Den. Warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
That'll definitely lower my standing with the trigs. I fire on trigs. Oh, what's this? Gurista's Light. 207. Oof, those are way off. Alright. Come on. Yeah, now they're shooting at me. Launch. Oof, they're doing some damage. Keep at 30. I don't know who's shooting me. Who's the big one? Oop. My shields are gone down quick. But this one's an armor boat. That's right. No, that shouldn't be a problem. Oop. They did my electronics. Keep at 30. Well, they're taking some damage. There we go. Ah, we're kicking with gas. One down. Oh, I only got 4. I lost one of my drones. Oh, here we go. Destroyed. Alright, return to drone bay. Alright. So this is Kuelen. Let's go back. Hogimo.
Warp drive active.
Reload. Got a second. Excellent. Way to go. You still sweating? And then
Warp drive active.
so maybe he's gone again. Shows I got 3 viewers. So whoever you are, if you want to say hello, I'd love to hear from you. Appreciate you being here one way or the other. If you don't want to talk, I understand that too. I've been known to do a lurk or two in my day. See if the person's worth watching. See if we can learn anything from them.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna grab my salvager and go out there and salvage this stuff. So between the standing increases and the bounties, doing all right. Not gonna get rich by any means, but kind of keep me busy, so. Back down to 2.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Whoever it was, maybe they must have left before I said anything, so. Really wish there was a way I could do something. Maybe I just need to check and see if there is something I can add that'll tell me how many people are watching so that I don't have to keep switching back and forth. That would be awesome. Ship hangar, cleanup, make active. Dock. I don't think I have any in this one. Nope. So let's go ahead and fly to Hogimo. Jump, 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 jump.
Warp drive active.
So you back out there, Nick? You must be. That's weird. Usually it does that when people are talking, so. Unless, nope. Sometimes chats go to my other window and they don't go to this one, so. So yeah, if you ever chat and I don't answer it, that could be why. It's only happened a couple times, but kind of weird. So let's jump to Kuelen. Actually, no. There's a place here where we're going to check. Warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
See if he cleaned them up. If he did, more power to him. If he didn't, then I'll clean him up. I've been gone a while, so she should have had plenty of time to come back. It'll tell us who it belongs to, and if he's still in system. Yeah, there's not many here, so. Yeah, small Guristas, doesn't say who it's owned by. In here, so. Nothing of value, nothing of value. Nothing of value. Nothing of value, nothing of value. So they, oh, there was one. Nothing of value. What's in there? Compact. So, yep, not worth it. Alright, so let's jump to Kuelen.
Warp drive active.
Oh, let's clear this.
Warp drive active.
So you can't use a tractor beam on ones you don't own. So somebody else's wrecks you can't use a tractor beam on. I think after a certain period of time they become anybody's, but not sure what that time frame is. So I do like though when you do these sites that they disappear. So there's another cosmic single. Nope. Nothing to value. I only can do 4. Oh, it's because we're in his trig space. I said, I know I've done 4 more than 4 before. All right. All right. Throw those in there. $150 carbide, that's not bad. Alright. Goes in there. 1, 2. Throw these in here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Most of them are too far away. All right. This micro warp drive really propels us. Another 150 prototype. Metal scraps. Let me do the second one. All right. One little boost. That'll take care of this one. Remove. Yes. Stack all. Just stellar fleet. Nothing else here. Could maybe put a scanner on this thing and scan some stuff down. All right, that's it. Let's jump back to Hogimo. Jump.
Warp drive active.
Killed some more times. I didn't see the bounties I got on that one. Only 300,000 on that one. The other one was almost 500,000. So the birthday celebration for Eve is over. So actually, it looks like I lost Nick. No, it says he's still there. It says I lost myself, which is kind of interesting. How can I lose myself? I swear, some days really doesn't pay to get out of bed. Jump to Venilen.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, already there. Cleared a whole bunch of stuff. So my invention jobs just got a day left on it. So this time tomorrow, give or take, tomorrow in an hour. So yeah, tomorrow around midnight. My invention, my 10-run invention with no decryptors will be done. So we'll see if that worked. That'll be interesting experiment. I think it says I only have like 49% something. So that'll be interesting to see if that works.
Warp drive active.
Technically, 40%, 49% means that I should get at least 4 out of 10. Saving a bunch of money by not buying the decryptors is pretty good. But each one will only be 1 run, so it'll also mean less. And there's no guarantee that the law of averages will work out that way, so.
Docking permission requested.
I'm curious if that Concord control tower is really closed. It says closed.
Docking request accepted.
Say something about pirates? Is that what it said? So I'm gonna make this guy active. Now 2 more seconds, of course, heaven forbid. Actually, I'm gonna look here and see what we got. So we've got a bunch of skins. I'm not a big skin guy. But I'm gonna redeem all the skins, redeem all the ships to this account. Redeem all the marks, filaments. Maybe what I'll do, and sometime on my stream, I will give away skins. These boosters, I'm pretty sure if I do these boosters, they automatically get applied. So what is this expiration? So this one is 10 hours, expires in 10 hours. Well, I guess we better do that one, huh? 6 days, 27 days, 3 days, 25 days, 10 hours. Probably better do that one. All right. 15 days, 17 days, 19 days, 12 days, 13 days, 14 days. Okay, so that was the only 10-hour one. So yeah, we'll do that. And then undock. Let's see what else we got out here. See if anything new spawned. Nothing here. But it said here. That's the home front operation. I want to see if this thing is actually there. Let's warp to 20.
Warp drive active.
Just curious. It just says closed. I don't know if closed is the name or if it's actually closed. Asteroid belts. Structures. Pirate sex paradise, pirate sex rip, pirate sex toy.
Warp drive active.
So the closed one maybe is actually closed. Bunch of stuff anchored. Oh, no, they had a bunch of stuff anchored right there. I think the anchors, they said something about if you're inactive for 30 days, the anchors disappear, so. Would seem to imply that what does that mean? Reinforced. Oof, I'm right on top of it. And I get right on top of it. What is it? Show info. Let's say show info. It is engineering complex. All right. Let's jump to Hogimo. See if there's anything new in Hogimo. Yeah, it looks like we lost Nick. Oh, well, it says I have 3. So, hello there, whoever you are. Appreciate you being here. Looks like Nick is back. So if you feel like saying something, throw it in the chat. Love to hear from you. Either way, appreciate you being here. Nick, if you're back, say something. Excuse me. Oh, a little tired today. A little tired today. It was a long day. It was a long day. Gurista's den, so let's work to 0 on that one. See if anybody's already got
drive
it.
active.
Somebody might already be working it. Ming to Ming. I'm gonna call you Ming. Good to see a fellow mature player. I get that every once in a while. The hair kind of gives it away, but yes, I love gaming. So, and the streaming just seemed to be a natural progression. So, I was gonna play games at this time every night anyway, so may as well stream them as well. So, thanks for being here. So my character here, the one I'm playing right now, this is my main. He was activated about 3 to 4 months after Eve went live in 2003. So he's 21 years old, or he'll be 21 years old in September. So he was kind of a good one. I haven't played him that whole time, but I have, actually I don't think the battery moves, so I don't need to probably use the webifier on it, but yeah, so, yeah, one of the true ones. But that's part of the problem, is I haven't played for a while, and so I'm trying to get back into it. And it's interesting, because so much has changed. So... Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I definitely have not played every day. So yeah, so you definitely got me there. So but yeah, it's kind of interesting. It has changed. We were actually talking the other night. I had a bunch of guys on and we were talking about all the things that have changed, and it has been quite interesting. So as there has been a lot of changes. Mostly ships. That's one thing I said, is that the graphics themselves have not really changed, but the ships have definitely changed. So a lot more ships than it was. So yeah, but the game does keep getting better. I'll give it that. They've made some changes that I didn't quite agree with. Trig space was one of those, but there are you know, you can't win them all. So. Oh, I think I got everybody targeted. But yeah, so it's kind of nice from that perspective. But yeah, the game does keep getting better. I like all aspects of the game. Research. I pretty much do it all. Invention. I'm a builder, so I build my own stuff. Try to build my own stuff. So it makes a big difference there. So here's a cruiser. Yep, they already got him. Finish him off and then come back to this guy. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting from that place. So yeah, I've never been to Trick Space myself. I think the additional wormholes probably best. Yes, do enjoy the wormholes. They get a little stressful, a little paranoid. So, but like you said, it is a nice thing to have, something else to kind of mess with. But yeah, since I've been back, I've lost a ton of ships, so I apologize. I'm kind of keeping an eye on things so I don't lose any. I don't think I will with this battle cruiser because I'm kind of overkill, but wanting to make sure just to be safe. I usually lose a ship because I'm not paying attention. So the way wormholes work is genius. Yep, I agree. Yeah, my corp. I have a corp that I've been in for the whole 21 years. And I used to be CEO of it, and unfortunately, when I took one of my sabbaticals, I turned the CEO over to somebody else, and now they've been inactive for about 5 years. But yeah, we had a wormhole space tower and the whole 9 yards there, and kind of did all that stuff for a while, which was kind of a grind because it had to kept you up doing stuff, and so it was almost like work trying to generate enough fuel for the tower and all that stuff. But yeah, it was kind of nice. Kept us busy, that's for sure. So all right, let me mark this guy. Save. All right. Running out of bullets. Oh, there's a cruiser. But yeah, the trig space. So one of the reasons I've had to deal with trig space is my corp. Somebody logged into the corp and stole most of our stuff, but the only stuff we have left is impounded in trig space. And in order to get it back, CCP has pretty much told me, sorry, can't help you. So I have to actually get a high enough status with the trigs to be able to rent an office from them so that I can get my stuff back, which is a little frustrating. So, yeah. So yeah, so that's kind of, but it's been nice because, one of the things I wanted to learn was, learn some of the, reorient myself with the wormholes and that kind of stuff. The trig wormholes actually expire every 12 hours, so they're a little bit more difficult, I guess you could call it. So they tend to keep you on your toes a little bit more. And there's a whole bunch of systems that they can be in. So each trig system has a high-sec wormhole, but they don't always generate in the same place. So they have several systems that they can generate in, and so yeah, so it's kind of interesting that way. So
a module has run out of charges.
I did scan them down for a while and jump in there, and then I got ganked a couple times inside trig space. I got killed by some PvE stuff in trig space. So yeah, but it kept it interesting. I had one of my viewers that said something about the jerking of the camera, which honestly I never noticed until they mentioned it. So it's kind of funny. They said they didn't like it when they're flying, the jerk into the camera. But actually, I think that adds to the realism. So kind of enjoy that. So, but yeah, Ming, if you wanna follow, that'll let you know when I stream next. I stream usually Sunday through Thursday. My normal time is from 10 p.m. to midnight. But here lately, I've been starting a little earlier, about 9:30, sometimes 9 o'clock. So I wanted to maintain my good standing high stakes, so I left the trigs alone. Yeah, so that's the nice thing is when you mess with, I'm not fighting the trigs. I'm actually shooting drones in trig space because I have to get my status up with the trigs. And so I'm shooting drones in trig space in order to get my standing with the trigs up. So yeah, and of course then you've got Edencom on the other side, and so one of the ways you can raise your trig status is by fighting Edencom, which I don't want to do because they're really close to high sec police. So yeah, so it's been kind of a delicate thing. But if you actually shoot drones inside trig space, that'll raise your status by minute increments, and unfortunately, in order for me to get an office in there and get my impounded stuff back, I have to get it up to... I lost one of my drones. That sucks. But I have to get it up to 4.0 with the trigs, which is a little bit higher than I would like to. So I was actually grinding that out for a bit until some player corp that called Trig Space their own decided that I was in their way and ganked me a couple times. They waited for me to start fighting the drones, and then they came in and ganked me. Kind of sat around until the shields got lowered, and then they said, hey, now we can target him. So yeah, that was kind of... Because, yeah, Trig Space is all -1 security, so no real protection.
Drive active.
Yeah, Twitch is kind of nice. So, and I didn't either. So, but Twitch, you need to have a client in order to use Twitch. So I use OBS, which is a streaming client, and I have it connected to Twitch. My account's set up in it, and then it kind of sets up panels and stuff. And one of those is the actual game panel. So I have the overlays, as you can see, that are around the screen and stuff. And so, yeah, so then that's just, you have to move around the camera for different games. I play a lot of different games in order to try and find my niche. I haven't been streaming. I think this is my 3rd month streaming. So, but yeah, there's one of my announcements that comes up automatically that everything I stream gets ported to YouTube. So if you want to check out some of my older streams, you can go out there and check those out. And that will kind of catch you up. This is my 15th eveonline stream, which is one of the longer ones that I've streamed. Most of the others I streamed for less.
Warp drive
active. I think Dwarf Fortress was another one that I streamed for probably about 20 days. I did some 7 Days to Die. I did actually did some old school Fallout 1. I'm trying to think what else I did. I did some other things. So I've got like 300 games on my Steam account, so I was kind of running through them to see what was best. But Twitch actually suggested Eve Online for building the channel because it actually has more viewers than the other stuff. So, and it actually, my viewership has been up quite a bit because of it. So it's actually been good for my channel. But yeah.
Docking permission.
And, I enjoy it, so. Yep. And that's that was one of the things. So the player corp that's running out of Kino, which is one of the places I had assets. And I got all my assets out except for what's impounded. But one of the places that I had assets was Kino, and I figured out through getting ganked a couple times that they're mostly in the late evening for me. So I'm in Central Time, US. So like I said, I usually stream from 10 p.m. Central to midnight, give or take, 12:30. Now I've been starting a little earlier, around 9:30, and still going to 12 to try and make it like a 3-hour stream. And that's worked out pretty good. But yeah, they seem to be like right around 5 o'clock my time zone. And so if I just avoid going there at that time or undocking at that time, didn't seem to bother. So they were in there for a couple hours. That's mostly the time I spend with my wife anyway. So it worked out. But a couple times I was trying to get some assets out. They didn't actually get any of my assets. They just blew up a couple of my scanning ships. So yes, it would. So yeah, if you want to, that'd be great. And what it'll do is it'll email you when I stream next. So anytime I stream, it'll actually email you. But yeah, in order to build the channel, I have to have so many followers and that kind of stuff. But yeah, and that's normal too. So yeah, once you figure out the time zone, that works out a lot. Now the impounded assets in Trig Space are in Kaonaka, KAUNAKKA, I think, something like that. And it was actually one of our big bases that we had for building things, and that got sucked into Trig Space, and so that's where our impounded assets are. Those guys actually play more around this time, so I've been trying to avoid going into there at this time. So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, all right, let's go out here and let's salvage all this stuff. But
warp drive active.
Yes, it is. It is. Thank you so much for following. But yes, it is really slow. Like I said, I've been streaming now for about 3 months, and they say on average it could take a year or two. And so you have to have, I think, 50 followers, and you also have to have a viewership, I think, of an average of 3 people per, I don't know if it's per minute, per hour, per stream. Yeah, I haven't quite figured out exactly how their viewership numbers work. But yeah, in the case of those, their requirements are kind of high. So, but it's all good because, I enjoy doing it. And so it really isn't that bad. I was going to play games at this time anyway, so. But my wife and I have told the other ones, yeah, and that's what I've been doing. So I've been trying to stay real steady with my time frame. Like I said, I do Sunday night through Thursday night. Tomorrow night I take off. That's a night I spend with my wife. And then Saturday I usually stream, but I stream, kind of unscheduled. And I'll usually do a different game just to see, what people like. Try something else. During Saturday, I usually do it during the day or in the evening. And those are a little different because the viewership is completely different on the weekend. So, but yeah, I try to keep all the people that are following me up there. So, but yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate the advice. Appreciate the suggestions. They're always good. So, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've really been enjoying it. I was kind of shocked. I actually was telling a couple others the other day. What got me started was a charity event called Hot Potato, which was a charity event that's done by a group that does RimWorld. And so RimWorld's a game I played a lot of, really enjoy. And they actually streamed. They did an event where they used one save file and they passed it through 30 streamers. So each streamer would do like a 3-hour period. And then they would pass the save file to the next one and they'd continue on the same game. And they did that for like 3 or 4 days. And they ended up raising like $100,000 for Doctors Without Borders. And I was like, you know what? That's pretty fantastic. I said that, and that really got me started. I was like, you know what? I want to do something like that. I want to be able to help my fellow man and, get some stuff done. And so, yeah, so that's what it was. So they actually had another event. That was back in September, I think. And they had another event here just about a month or so ago, which was Dwarf Fortress. And I had actually applied to stream for them then, but I hadn't had enough time streaming for them to feel comfortable with me doing the event. So that was kind of a disappointment because I was really excited about that, but it worked out. Because like I said, I've really been enjoying it. So But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's not. I have a friend that I work with that has told me for the last 20 years. I've been with the same company now for 20. It'll be 24 years the end of next month. So I'm actually getting ready to retire. And they told me that I would make an awesome talk show host, which I always thought was kind of just them blowing some steam and up my shorts. And but it's funny because I do seem to enjoy talking to myself. So from that perspective, I guess it does make sense. So but yeah, I salvage my own stuff because then I use the salvage to build rigs, which I can then sell or use on my ships. I do a lot of invention with T2 invention, which comes in real handy. So then I can build T2 ships and either sell them or use them for myself. Like I said, my corp was pretty well stripped, which was kind of disappointing. Oh, that was 700,000 for those. That's pretty cool. So yeah, my corp was pretty well stripped, which was kind of disappointing. So all I had were some T2 and T3 ships that were on my personal possessions. And I had to actually activate my alpha in order to, or my omega in order to even be able to fly those. So that was kind of interesting. But now I'm starting to build back up my assets. So that's kind of nice. Now that I've got my feet back under me, like I said, I was losing left and right for the first probably 2 weeks while I tried to figure out what was good. I actually was telling to somebody the other night, I had a couple guys come into my stream one day and actually lure me into a gank area and gank me. So that was kind of funny. So, which I thought that I can't believe somebody wasted their time joining my stream just so they could gank me. But, you know, hey, more power to them, I guess. But unfortunately, I was totally clueless. Yeah, it was funny. You know, you look back on it and so, but I was totally clueless. I had no idea that's what they were doing. And, you know, when I looked back on it later, it was kind of obvious, but I was like, eh. But yeah, it was funny because I went to bed. Yeah, exactly. And so it brings out the worst in everybody sometimes. But yeah, it was funny. I went to bed, and as I'm laying there in bed, I'm kind of like, you know what? That was a little too coincidental. So, but yeah, there's one of my announcements that kind of announces that everything I put out is on YouTube. So, like I said, feel free to go out there and check it out. The other 14 streams, one of them does have me getting ganked by that group, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I thought it's an awful lot of trouble to go to just to get it. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, I never thought of that one. So that's pretty good. Once again, that's a lot of effort to go through. So, but yeah, I guess if that's what they're looking for, more power to them, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I watched, so my wife and I were into the crime dramas and that kind of stuff, and so I've watched that, there's a show called Catfished, and some of the people that get catfished on there, I'm just like, yeah, I can't see that ever happening. But like you said, that would be something where I would never expect, so I could kind of see that happening. So you just wouldn't think that anybody would go to that level to... But yeah, Eve's changed a lot. We were talking about that the other night. So back when I started, there was no Plex. You know, it was one cost, you know, for everything, kind of like a World of Warcraft thing. You just paid to play. And but yeah, it's come a long way. So now you can pretty much take a couple $100 and you can make your character as good as somebody who's been in it for 20 years. So what's up, kitty cat? Thanks. This is my salvager. I really like this one. So helps me clean up my messes. So like I was just telling them, I build all my own rigs. So it's kind of nice to have that information there, so, or be able to collect my stuff. So let me jump back here.
Warp drive active.
I've always liked the Catalyst, so as destroyers go, it's probably my favorite destroyer, so glad they didn't mess it up. But yeah, it was kind of funny. When I came back, I had a bunch of Hulks, and I guess when I played, the Hulks were allowed 3 miners. Now they're only allowed 2. So the Hulks that I had stuck in trig space, I didn't have enough status with the trigs to be able to remove the invalid miner, so I couldn't undock them. And yeah, so that was one of the things CCP said they'd help me with, but 3 weeks later, I don't think it's still fixed. So I had a big old petition with them that I had a whole thing. I am not a ganker, no. And that's one of the things I've noticed is I really like the Catalyst, but it's definitely what you would call a gank ship now. So yeah, so they're kind of giving my Catalyst a bad name. So yeah, I am not
active.
So yeah, but I was just so people think you're a ganker. So maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I think probably having all the salvagers on there probably gives it away because I don't have any weapons on it. But yeah, but it's funny because yeah, you're right. I mean, when they see a Catalyst coming, it's like, uh-oh. So yeah. Well, it was weird. I was just telling Ming that yeah, I had some guys join my stream. I think it was last week, and they might have been a little longer ago than that, but they had actually lured me. They said, "Hey, you're looking to mine some kernite, so you need to go to Uniden and you can get some kernite there." And yeah, they lured me right into a gank that they were running, and I was just totally clueless, and so that was quite interesting. So, but yeah. Well, that's why it's been very hard to find kernite. And so I was like, okay, well, yeah, if there's some kernite, and that's 0.5 space. Never did find the kernite because I actually arrived as soon as I got to the belt, I was destroyed before I got any further. So, Udema, that was it. So what's up, Wolf? Love that name. So yeah, Udema was the site that they lured me to. And so, but yeah. But yeah, that was where they lured me. So yeah, Kitty Cat Wolf, if you guys want to follow, that'd be great because then that'll let you know the next time I stream. But I normally stream around this time every night except for Friday and Saturday. So Sunday through Thursday. So, but yeah, I feel a lot better. Like I said, this is my second week of streaming Eve. So my viewership has been up higher than some of the other games I've streamed. I've streamed a couple different games, probably 4, 5, 6 games. And but I'm actually enjoying the Eve. I feel a lot better these last couple weeks. So Udema is a system that the gankers kind of use as a gate camp. It's actually considered high sec. It's 0.5, I think. But they use it as a gate camp. And so yeah, it's kind of interesting. So but that's where they led me. So yeah, I do too, because that's usually where, ironically, that's where most of the gate camps are. So, but yeah, so, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So I was just telling Ming, my corporation. So my character's 21 years old. Joined Eve about 3 or 4 months after Eve went live originally in 2003. So I haven't played it the whole 21 years, but I have. It has been around that long, and so the corp I'm in has also been around that long, and so, but yeah. So the corp had a bunch of assets, but somebody stripped most of my assets in the corp, and so I'm trying to rebuild my assets now. So I don't have a battleship on any of my characters, which is really odd. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. So I'm actually trying to figure out which battleship to buy to start doing. I have a Caldari Navy level 4 mission here that I can do and run and make some money. But I'm one of those. I always have buyer's remorse after I buy something. So I always, can never figure out the one I do. But yeah, I try to stay in 0.8, 0.7. Yep. I have to run around a lot. I do. I have a lot of research agents from the old days. So I have a lot of data cores, thousands and thousands of data cores that I use for my invention. And so they're kind of nice, but I have to run around a lot because of my research agents. And so that's one of those where I usually need to keep my status up with everybody and watch for the gate camps and all that. So, because there seems to always be one around. So nothing in this system. So let's go back to Hogimo, see if there's anything.
Warp drive active.
Yep. Yeah, and unfortunately, that's a lot that happens. We lose a lot of players because of the gankers, but yeah, it's, as you said earlier, it's part of the game. So anytime you give people free reign, you know, you're going to get both sides of the good and evil spectrum, so to say. Some people get a lot of joy out of blowing other people up, you know, and I get more joy from fighting the environment, surviving against the environment. I play a lot of survival games. Those are the games I like to play. So, you know, I doubt it. I think they probably not bad people, because, you know, we have laws in society that keep you from being really bad people. But I bet they are probably the ones. So I had someone tell me once that the shopping cart, and I don't know which countries you guys are from, but the shopping cart is really what shows whether you're a good or bad person. So here in America, there's no law that says you have to put the shopping cart back. And we have a ton of people that just leave shopping carts everywhere, and you know, they roll into their cars and then they want to sue the company because their car got damaged because they left a shopping cart sitting in the middle of the parking lot. And you know, it's just one of those. But they say if you put the shopping cart back, then that probably means you're a good person, because you do things that you should do even when there's no law that says you should do it. And if you don't put the shopping cart back, then you probably stray to the other side where you'll get away with whatever you can get away with. And so I don't know if that's true or not, but I know every time I go to Walmart here and where I'm from, here in Kansas City, there's a ton of shopping carts in the parking lot. And so it seems like Kansas City has a lot more people that are not good versus good. So yeah, so that may not be good, but at least good for us. I don't know. All right, let's check out Kuelen again.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, I didn't even think about that, kitty cat, about people seeing my catalyst coming and getting scared. I noticed the quarter month is a quarter month. I think it's got the same number of fittings and everything, so I could always switch to those instead, and so people don't think I'm a ganker. I don't know. Maybe they'll leave my loot alone if they think a ganker's coming. I don't know. But yeah, that's what they blew me up with the other day, was the catalyst. And they blew me up in Udema, and then Concord came and blew them up, but the catalyst didn't cost them anything. I think I only lost, I was in a venture, so I didn't really lose much. But yeah, their catalyst was definitely cheaper, so. But that's what I said, they probably didn't get enough out of the salvage to even be able to pay for the bullets that they wasted, so. But if it gave them joy, I'm all for it. Like I said, they lured me right in, and I was completely clueless. So, but yeah, if you guys want to follow, that'll help me out. And also, like I said, it'll send you an email when I stream again. Like I said, I stream pretty much the same time. Saturday's the only day that I stream. Thanks, Wolf. Saturday's probably the only day that I stream that I don't publish ahead of time. I never know what my wife's gonna have for me on the honeydew list, so it's whenever I have time. So, and like I said, usually on Saturday I try to stream a different game, something, maybe some indie game or something else, just to see, because Saturday there are so many people streaming that it really doesn't matter what you stream on Saturdays. Yeah, exactly. So that's his HogginHowe is my buddy Nick, And so, yeah, he's talking about your name. I go by the nickname Silver Wolf, and so that one's always kind of a good one. I like the wolf stuff, so yeah, I told him I really liked his name. I'm actually not doing too bad with these guys tonight, so I usually don't do these. I usually just try to do missions, but I'm actually having a lot of fun with these, so. But I think it's probably overkill with this battle cruiser, but I'm one of those, like I said, I've been back probably about 3 weeks, and in the first 2 weeks, actually it's probably been closer to a month, but in the first 2 weeks I probably lost like 10 ships. They were all like imicuses, small frigates, but still it was starting to really hurt my self-esteem. So yeah. So I think overkill's good. I actually just got done doing the epic arc for Sisters of Eve, and I was doing it mostly with this, and everybody was saying, "Hey, that's really overkill." And then of course I said, "Okay, well," so I went and got a frigate, and when I went and got the frigate, then they started beating me. So I was like, "Well, I wish I'd have just kept my battle cruiser. That was working out great." But yeah, I think I had to do the last mission with a cruiser. So, but I didn't have a cruiser, so it was nice to get bought. So that takes care of that one. Save. Return. That wasn't as many pirates as the other ones, so. Where are we at? Kuelen. Alright. They actually did some shield damage. That's not too bad. Let's jump to Hogimo. I'll go get my catalyst. I'll salvage your stuff up. So, but yeah, it's kind of nice. Like I said, I feel a lot better, especially this week. I feel like I don't think I've lost a ship. Knock on wood. I don't think I've lost a ship in the whole week. So, which is kind of nice. I actually found one of my jump clones had some really, yeah, they do. I found that I had a jump clone that had some really good implants, so I just jumped into it to see if it would help with some of my stuff. So, I don't know. I usually stream till about midnight 12:30. So about another 45 minutes. So, I don't know if it's worth it. I'm making it little by little, so I'm definitely not maximizing out the ISK per hour. I do have a level 4 mission that I can be doing with Caldari Navy, and that's what I want to get to.
Drive active.
And that's it, right? That's what really matters. And so yeah, this was the thing. I just kind of stumbled on this tonight, so I want to do the level 4 mission with Caldari Navy, but I don't own a battleship. And so I'm trying to figure out which one to buy. And I always have a lot of buyer's remorse after I spend, 150 million. And so yeah. So if you guys have any suggestions on which battleship you suggest for level 4 Caldari Navy missions, I'm all ears. So as you see with this one, these are rail guns, so I'm kind of a railgun guy. I like drones, so, but I'm really game for anything. And I shouldn't say I don't own a battleship, because I think I got one for one of the free ones for the whole Eve's birthday thing. But I'm not sure that I would count that as a real battleship. Probably not for level 4 missions.
Drive
but
active.
And they're kind of specialty things, so I really don't want to lose them on a level 4 mission. But that's the other thing. I don't have any large turrets or anything. I do have a bunch of missile launchers and a bunch of missiles, so I could definitely throw together a Caldari missile boat, you know, battleship, and probably do it. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna plan on doing here probably on Sunday night, is probably try to do the level 4 missions, because I know they make Navy Raven. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been a real missile guy, but I do have a ton of missiles, so they'll use up some of that ammo.
Accepted.
But yeah, the what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think when I stream Sunday night, I'll probably do level 4s, because the level 4s is where you really make the money. So that's where you're maximizing your ISK per hour, and so then I also salvage them, which cuts down a little bit on the ISK per hour, but it does help me with my building. So the salvage materials are used in the rigs and stuff, and so that really comes in handy. So, and if you're streaming, you don't need to pay as much attention to what you're doing in the Navy rating. Yeah, that's the other thing, is the streaming is one of those where I was always afraid it was going to distract me, and then I'd get killed. So that's usually when I get killed. Is, I think one of the ones I got, I really can't count it as ganked, but I was in trig space. I had scanned down the wormhole. I had flown to the wormhole, and somebody came up behind me and blew me up while I was sitting there looking at something on a website somewhere, because I just wasn't paying attention. I'm like, yeah, you're in trig space, for crying out loud. You probably should pay attention. So, but you know, those kind of things happen. I was in an Imicus, so I didn't care. The only one that really bugged me was the probes, because they're the ones that always seem to be the hardest to find, because everybody's charging an arm and a leg for them. So, but yeah, that's a nice one too with the Raven. I'll have to check that out. So I think somebody else suggested the Raven as well, the Navy Raven. So I remember back in the day having a Drake, having a Dominix, and I want to get back to kind of having them all, so then I can use them for specialty things. But it takes some time to generate that kind of stuff. I've got the money, you know, I got 1.3 billion. I own an Orca. I own a whole bunch of tier 3 ships, which is weird, but I don't want to fly those because I'm too afraid of getting them blown up, and they're way too expensive. Things have gone through the roof expense-wise. So that's been kind of interesting. That was one of the biggest things that I noticed when I came back was, why are you hoarding your Dell? Yeah. I was like, no, I'm going to need to buy stuff. And so until I start generating it on a regular basis, I want to try and save it enough so that I have what I need in order to generate more. So it's all about having enough to make more. So, but yeah, DOMs are good. Yep, I spent 1,000 hours running a Megathron. Yep, Megathron, I used to have one of those too. When you do another Gurista site after you salvage, can you explain to me what you're doing to kill them, please? Sure. Yeah, these guys are actually pretty easy to take out. So, like I said, I'm doing them with a battle cruiser, but a cruiser, I saw a couple guys were using cruisers. I wouldn't suggest a frigate, or you might be able to get away with it with a destroyer, but there are several cruisers that show up, so it's kind of nice. Of course, they're pirate cruisers, so they're not the high-level cruisers, but I want to get in this game, but fighting 40 red squares. Yep, and I agree. That's where it really comes down to. So this one is kind of interesting because this is actually a trig. This is a trig invaded space. So they haven't claimed it, but they've invaded it. So it cuts down on the number of target locks you can have. I don't know why. You know, the fact that they invaded it cuts down on your target locks, but so normally with this catalyst and my Myrmidon, I can get a lot of target locks. I usually get like 7 or 8 on this one, but it only give me 4, which is kind of frustrating from the salvage point. But yeah, with the Myrmidon, it only gives me, I think, 4 or 5, and so that makes it harder because I usually get rid of them a lot quicker. So, but yeah, definitely, I'll try to hit one more so we can at least go through that. So I like to use drones One of the problems, especially with one of the things I've been fighting, is the rogue drones, which is what the trig. That's the only way to raise your status with the trig, is to fight the rogue drones inside trig space. And so I have a bunch of assets for my corporation that are trapped in trig space, and so I need to get those back. And in order to get those back, I have to generate a lot of standing with the trigs. So I've been trying to farm the drones. And so that's kind of interesting. But so yeah, the drones move really fast. And so I like to use drones myself because the drones can keep up with the other drones, which is kind of nice. But that doesn't always work sometimes. So. But yeah, the biggest thing is making sure they don't sneak up on you, that you got that you're able to cover their damage. When I was doing the arc ones the other day, they were really tearing through my shields super quick, which was really frustrating. And so I actually had to run back to the station several times. So yeah, once you get, unless you're doing I like to do a shield tank normally, because that gives me time. So when the armor starts to go, then I can decide that, okay, get myself aligned to the station, get myself going. Works out pretty good. But yeah, with a shield tank, that helps out with that drastically. When you do an armor tank, then you only have structure, and the structure seems to go through really quick. Once you're down that far, you start to panic. And so yeah, so I really like to do a shield tank. But not all the ships are really good with shield tanks, so that's something else to keep in mind as well. So, but yeah, and I can explain that a little bit too when we get into that. This one doesn't have any tank whatsoever, so because I don't use it to fight. So, uh-oh, I got cargo containers, so I'm not looting them like I should. So. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in that one. I could target the cargo containers and bring them in with the tractor beam, but I'm talking too much, so I'm not paying attention. So seems to be my problem. But yeah, so I'll go through all that. So you know what? From what I'd like to say, there isn't a race that's best. Okay, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do with any race. You just got to train the right skills. And so, if you have something that you really want to work on, if you want to do missiles, the Caldari are big missile people. A lot of their ships are missile boats. So, are you doing another mission? So I go, yep, I'll grab one. So. Yeah, I'll go grab my other ship, and we'll see if we can find another one. So they tend to respawn pretty quick. So here's one here. So if I don't find any anywhere else, I'll come back here. But yeah, let me jump back to Venilen. Venilen's kind of my base of operations. It has facilities for research as well as for building. And it's kind of worked out pretty good. I did find out that it's really close. It's actually very close to Udema, which is a big ganker hangout. So they actually rolled into Venilen one day and decided to set up shop for the day. But I think everybody stood up. There's a lot of other corps in Venilen that do a lot of building, and so I think they chased them out. But yeah, it had me worried there for a second. So, but yeah, I'll go grab my other ship and we'll do another one so I can show you. Like I said, I usually do overkill just to be safe. Last thing you want to do is get blown up fighting rats. That's kind of cheesy, but it does happen.
Warp drive active.
And actually, I didn't get much salvage from these guys at all, so that was kind of disappointing. In fact, I think their loot's worth more than the salvage was, so. The other thing that used to happen in the old days was when anytime you shot pirates in a system, whoever owned the system would give you a status increase. They don't seem to do that anymore, which I don't understand. I'm doing them a favor by ridding their system of the pirates. You think they would appreciate it, but they don't. So that's kind of interesting because I don't know why they changed that, but
Warp drive active.
But yeah, back in the day, I ground. I did a lot of missions for Caldari Navy, which is one of the reasons I was super pissed, because I'm pretty sure back in the day, the only way to get any of the Navy ships was to grind for that faction. That was the only way to get them. And I know I had a Navy Drake, I had a Navy Raven, I probably had Navy everything, and I don't have any of those anymore, so I don't really know what happened to them.
Docking permission requested.
I figure I probably put them in the corporation hangars so other people could use them, and then somebody stripped the corporation, so which happens. So kind of frustrating, but yeah, that one only gave me 111,000, so those weren't really a lot. So let me give it a second here. It'll give me trouble. So yeah, you can see I have a level 4 security agent here that I can use for Caldari Navy ones. I just don't have a battleship. So, and if I do it with this battle cruiser, I might survive the first level, maybe the second, but I'd probably get killed on the third. So, and I don't want to do that. So. No. So yeah, so actually if you go out here, and I'll show you, and this is a really good thing. This is another nice improvement. So if you go out here on this Neocom menu, you can go to ship, and you can go to this ship tree. And this will show you all the ships in the game by faction. So if you hover over here, I don't know why it never pops up. There's a menu that it will eventually pop up here. Here you go. And it shows you the different factions. So here's the Caldari ships. And so you can see, so starts out with the Corvette. The Corvette's a free ship they give everybody, okay? And shuttles are small. And then you got your frigates. And then your Navy frigates, which are your special frigates. And then your interceptors, assault frigates, covert ops, electronic attack ships, logistics. So these are built off of the frigate design. And then you get into these are the cruisers, or no, these are the destroyers, sorry. So these are destroyers are next. And then these are the specialty destroyers that are built off the destroyer design. And then you get into the cruisers. And then these are the specialty cruisers that are built off the cruiser design. And then you get into the battle cruisers, which are these. And then you get into the battleships. And then you get into what they call the command ships, which are all these ones. So jump freighters, dreadnoughts, those kind of things, which... Yeah, no. Not a problem. It'll take me a minute to get over there. But yeah, you can go out here. This ship tree, everybody has it. And it kind of shows you what the requirements are for each one. So it's a lot of information. So... But it's kind of nice. This was one of the things I was doing, was to research my stuff. So let's see if there's anything close to home, because that would be easy. Oh, there's a Gurista one here. So yeah, if you're ready. Whoa, is that a planet? No. So this is actually your scanning software. So when you scan down wormholes and things of that nature, there's no wormhole in this system now. And I don't have a probe launcher fitted. But when you probe down, you use this one down here. I'm going to go ahead and close it. Down here is where you do your scanners. So there's a direction scanner, and that's another kind of thing. So yeah, what this is showing you is it's actually showing you the solar system. So you can, if you hold the left mouse button and pull it, drag it, it'll change the orientation. And so you can kind of see these are the planes of the planets. And so yeah, so in this case, I think if we look, Venilen will have, well, it looks like it's got 12 planets, so there's not 12 planes, so they must be just doing regular. But you can see here's the asteroid belts, and so those kind of stuff. But what it'll do is it'll show you these red X's, and those are ones that you can scan down. And so I think the consideration from a science perspective is that the universe is a circle, and so they kind of do everything in circles. So, you know, your cap and everything, all your gauges are circles. You know, your buttons are circles. Circle seems to be their shape. So, but yeah, Wolf, let me know if you're ready, because I've got one here that I can jump to. So I just don't want to jump to it unless you're ready. So no problem. Take your time. But yeah, so this scanner is kind of how you scan stuff down. So when you start scanning wormholes and that kind of stuff, I scan a lot of wormholes down and that kind of stuff. You need a ship with a probe launcher in order to scan wormholes. But you put your probes out here in this configuration. I've never used any of these configurations. I always use this one, and which gives you the best precision. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. And so, yeah, so from that perspective, this system doesn't have any red X's for us to scan down, but the red X's can be wormholes, they can be data sites, they can be relic sites, they can be combat sites, they can be just about anything. Most of the combat sites in HiSec, they actually just do this way so that you don't have to scan them down. So I'm going to go ahead. So once you bring up that scanner, it'll show you any combat sites that are in here. So this one's a Gurista's Refuge. So I'm going to go ahead and warp to 0. Now I'm warping to 0 because I'm in a battle cruiser. So if you're in a cruiser, you should be fine. If you're trying to do it in a frigate or you're trying to do it in a destroyer, you probably want to warp to something a little less. So this Amelia Bunny is actually the one that killed me the other week. So I might want to watch out for that. So now we may get here and there may be somebody already working this site, and if they are, then I'll just let them have it. But actually nobody's. Yep, there they are. Yep. So these guys are here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, because they are pirates. Come on, go, 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 go. Fly, fly, fly. I'm not getting away. Yep, they're warp stabilizing me. Yep, so I got killed. So yeah, so they were camping out that site and they killed me. So there went my mirror. So
warp drive active.
all right, looks like I managed to save my body at least. So yeah, so I did get my pod out. So yeah, look, there's Catalyst. I'm kind of surprised they're doing that site with Catalyst, but it looks like what they were doing is they were camping it to see who would come. So now I probably should have tried to fight him because I had the weapons to fight him, but I'm not a PvPer, so that never works out for me. So I'm actually going to dock. So that didn't quite work out.
Active.
That didn't quite work out, Wolf, as the learning experience we were hoping for. So, because now I got to buy a new mirror. So, but it's all good. But I should have been a little more leery because I didn't notice her until I was already warping. But she's the one that killed me in Udema a couple weeks ago. So I also probably shouldn't have said earlier that so it wasn't the red squares, it was actually the players. So these ones here, the ones that are flashing red, they're considered criminals now because they killed me. So now Concord will kill them. But yeah, that doesn't do me a whole lot of good. So I guess I can just wait till I see them get killed. Now Concord won't pot them; they'll just blow their ships up, and so they don't care about their catalysts. So, but hey, thanks for the follow, UveGeper. Yeah, you'll have to tell me how to pronounce that one. So, pleasure to hear, at least in this hour, player chatting calmly. Greetings from south of Latin America. Love to have you guys from the down south. So, your English is excellent. So So yeah, so welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. But yeah, so from that perspective, I should have when I saw Amelia Bunny there. She was one. So Uruguay, good. That's a great. I have a friend that I work with from Peru, and so I've become very familiar with the South America stuff. So yeah, so beautiful countries down there. So never visited myself. In fact, I've been meaning to go with him sometime. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, they did invite me to join them, but yeah, theirs is kind of a weird one where they charge you to not kill you and then they kill you anyway. So I didn't want to do that. So, but yeah, I was planning on once I get all my corp assets out, I will probably join one of the other ones that is around. I have a couple regulars that watch, so yeah, those are definitely. So yeah, so that's what the Amelia Bunny is who's one of the ones that lured me into Udema last week and killed me. So that's what as soon as I saw her, I was already warping and I went, this is kind of questionable. And I should have just moved on. Um, didn't think about it much. Like I said, they came and camped out in Venilen one day last week and were kind of messing around. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. but but yeah, so yeah, now I got to find another mirror, rebuild that one. So that's kind of a pain, but all par for the course. So, but yeah, that's probably something I'll do offline. You guys don't need to watch me do that. So, but I do have an omen here. But so yeah, so you can see they left the system now. So I'm sure they looted mine, so it's not going to be out there. But I could possibly fly out there with this to see if I could salvage it. I bet you the site's not there anymore. Yeah, and that's what they did is I saw that special thing. It showed that I had killed rights on them. And so, but like I said, I didn't notice it. I was too busy talking. I didn't notice it until I was already warping there. So I thought, okay, surely they won't be at this site. They're probably camping one of the gates. Well, no, they were camping the site. So, and it looks like maybe they were actually working the site. They just saw me as an extra thing they could kill. So I'm sure Concord blew up all their ships. So it probably, I don't know that it was worth it. It was a mirror, so it might have been worth it. It had some half decent weapons and stuff on it. I wish I'd have saved that layout because I really like that layout. Now I can't remember what it was. So I'll have to go back to one of my streams to see what that layout was. But let's see. Is the site still out there? The site is still out there. So let's warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
These guys, I'm no challenge for the rats in this thing. But, so how long to get back to what you were trying to show, WolfSoprano? Yeah. Well, I got to build another ship now. So yeah, so it probably won't be tonight, unfortunately, Wolf. But I'll be happy to show you any night you want. So actually, yeah, there's a bunch. Oh, so Concord came out here, and that's what happened. Concord destroyed them. So yeah, so here's all their stuff. Oh, here's mine. So they actually didn't loot mine. These guys are actually attacking me, so let me see if I can get my stuff out of here. So they didn't have enough time to loot my stuff. Ha 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 ha. I love it. So this might actually work out. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Come on. Oh, it's already got it. Okay. So let's get out of here while the getting's good. So actually they're not really doing much damage, so yeah, so all their ships got destroyed by Concord. So well, now they're hitting me. See if I can salvage my own. Yeah, they're still hitting me pretty hard. My shields aren't gone yet, so... So I'm ignoring the rats. Yeah, so I guess I didn't defeat them. The Concord came to my rescue, so praise God for Concord. But yeah, so it does seem like that they came and got him, so that was kind of nice. But all right, so I'm gonna get out of here now. Since I got everything out of my ship, I'll go and actually drop this off, and then maybe I'll come back with the cruiser and show Wolf what I was trying to show him. So yeah. Well, and there's really not that many rats in there, but you're right. There's a good possibility that they're going to show up. Now, the nice thing about it is her name's Amelia Bunny, so she shows up right at the top of the list. So I should definitely see her as long as I'm paying attention.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So yeah, so Concord defeated them for me, and then I was able to salvage their stuff. They didn't actually get my loot, so they really didn't get anything except the kill out of it. So, which is probably all they wanted, to be honest. So this omen is actually cruiser. So I think, pretty sure it's a cruiser. Let me check it out, make sure. It looks too cheap to be a cruiser. So show info. Yes, it's a cruiser. So unfortunately, I had this one equipped for something different. So let's see. Let me rename it. I always try to name my ship something that starts. So I'm going to call it Oliver. Let's just call it Oliver. Oliver. Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything that started with O. So yeah, well, they're not in the system, so my guess is that they got blown up, and so then they took off because Concord was now after them. So, but I didn't clean out this guy, so let me see here. Ship hangar, clean up. Let me get all the stuff out of it. There you go. So let's grab these. So let's say select all. And let's pull this into, oh, come on. Of course not. Why would you actually do that? I got too many ships here, so that's what it is. You can see I got a Orca, I got a Tengu. These are both really, Orca's worth 1.9 billion. I think the Tengu's worth close to 500,000 or 600,000. So that's a tier 3 ship, but so yeah, so let me see if I can get this one configured quick, and then I'll still be able to show you. So it may not be a complete loss here, Wolf. We'll see what we can figure out. So let's do stack all. And I'm glad I was able to salvage my stuff. That's worth it right there. So let's see. I don't know what this omen's even good at. So does it have a drone bay? It does have a drone bay. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a whole lot of drone space, but I'll throw these guys in there. I'm probably going to have to repair them. I prefer the hammerheads, but ogre's too heavy. Infiltrator will work. $40, gotcha. All right. Covers my drones. Let's see, where's my railguns? Come on. All right, so civilian, small focus, 150, 200. So she's got 5. I only salvaged 3, so but that's all right. That's still better than it was. So let's see, it's a cruiser, so I need a 50. And let's see, we don't have much in the way of that. Did I get my damage control? Oh, that'd be awesome. There's my web. I don't think that's the one I was using, though, was it? We'll try it. Shield, shield, shield. No, none of those work. Need some armor repairs. Did I get those? There's a medium armor repair. That's the only armor repair I got. Man, that sucks. There's a large. Multi-spectrum membrane. There you go. Let's throw that baby on there. 22. I think if I add another one, it actually lowers it. Here's a tracking enhancer. Armor hardener. Throw him on there. Upgraded kinetic. Stream the tea party. Stream what tea party? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Nick. Half the time you confuse the heck out of me. All right, so I'm missing. I don't have a damage control, which gives some real good bonuses. I'm gonna throw this guy on there, which mixes up my stuff, but actually I might be able to throw some missiles on there. So yeah, I think this is one of the hardest. Oh no, you cannot use those guns. Why not? I think this is one of the hardest ones, is trying to figure out what you want to do. So I was looking for a damage control. Let me see if I can find a damage control on the market quick. Propulsion, I got that covered. Turns, hull and armor. Damage control. No, that's not the right one. I just want a regular damage control. One jump away in Hogimo. Of course it is. Pretty cheap. You know what? Cancel. I can build that. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm not going to build it before this, but anyway, let me see if they've actually come back. So let me put some ammo in here. So we'll put some tungsten ammo in here. We'll just load them all with tungsten. All right, it's not perfect. I don't have any armor repairs. That's the only one. But if we get down to our armor, we'll just take off. I don't think these guys are actually going to get me there, so. Yeah, I'll just throw these extra armor plates on. So listen to Ming. I'm begging you to not use that fit. Your ship will be 25 when it should be. So because I mixed up the modules, because I mixed up the guns. So it actually usually gives me a warning up here, which it's not giving me. So the one thing I didn't do is I didn't look at this thing to see what it specializes in. So let's say show info. No, it's the wrong type of gun. You must use lasers. Look at the ship. Okay, so that's what I didn't look at. Yeah, I didn't look at it to see. Medium energy turret. Yeah, crap. I don't think I have a whole lot of energy turrets, but let me see what I got. Yeah, I was just going to show Wolf quick what we're doing. It would still work, but... So here's 2 of them. So I throw these 2 on here. And then there's a small focused and a small focus. So actually they're small. I don't want those. That'll still give me 4 turns. I got the drones in there too. So yeah, so I don't know why it's not showing me. Yeah, it's really not a whole lot of bonuses. So consider the optimal range of the weapons you plan to field. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so these are longer ones. These are shorter ones. So that'll work. Mixed turret sizes. Yeah. I know. Because that's all I got. So use the range to your advantage. Yep. Thanks, UveGeper. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, by the way, so I apologize. All right, so I threw some bullets in there. We need to take those out and instead find... And I don't know that I have any medium ones. I do not. Large. There's a medium. Radio. Ugh. Multi-frequency, that'll work. Actually, I could have just put it on there, couldn't I? Radio, I guess that'll work. So there's a medium. These are small. Multi-frequency. Standard. All right. Multi-frequency. Throw you back here. Oh, I hate that it doesn't have my item. Too many ships. Close this down. Don't apologize for my character name. It's left to free expression. So use the navy crystals. Okay. Let's see what I got there. So the only ones I have for the medium are these guys. And that's a navy one. Those are standard. Let me see if I can find navy ones for the smalls. Imperial Navy. That's a large. So yeah. I don't have any navies for the smalls. So all right. All right, so let's give this a try. Now we'll check. So they didn't come back into the system. So that's good. So let's see if these guys are out here. So this Omen was laying around here when I actually came back to my account. So I'm not too worried. I'm not married to it. So it's still there. Now, as long as they don't come back and try to jump me while I'm doing it. So my in-game name is Falstaff Finder, Falstaff Space Finder. So Falstaff like the beer, though I don't drink. Somebody told me it was beer. It's actually a character from what's the writer's name? Why can't I think of it? He wrote Romeo and Juliet and King Lear and all the others. I don't know why I can't think of his name. So yeah, these guys are short. So I'm going to take these. So yeah, so what you want to do is you want to target them first. And then I'm going to launch my drones, get those guys in here. So that's the other reason they didn't come back, because Concord is here. So And then the other thing you can do to try and keep them where you need them to be. So the optimal range for this, guys, is 15. So if I tell it here and say keep at range 15, it'll try to keep them at that range. Shakespeare. Thank you, Ming. So yeah, Shakespeare. There was a character called Falstaff, I think, in one of his. And somebody's told me that a couple times. So yeah, the key is to try and get as many targeted as you can. Is Wolf still around? He might have left, but yeah, the key is to get as many targeted as you can, and also to use the range to your advantage. So in this case, the range is shorter. So this guy's at 16. So I'm going to go ahead and try and hit him with that one. Oh, that was quick. But you can also, with your drones, if you hit F, whatever you have targeted, the drones will target. So, and now what's happened is some more spawned in. And so I need to target those and kind of repeat the process. So I try to focus them so that my guns and the drones are working on the same one to, focus your fire. Doesn't always work that way. But I already lost one drone, it looks like. Oh, no, I only had 4. So, and yeah, these drones are tearing these guys up. So I'm just going to let the drones take care of them because my guns are so mismatched. It's kind of, normally you want to use the same ammo or, in this case, kind of use it for different reasons. So like here, this one gives me a range of 12 to 19, which is where that guy's at. So we can go ahead and target him. But this one gives me a range of 39 to 46. Well, that's way too far out. So let me go ahead and lock these guys. So yeah, the key is just keep locking. So you want to keep locking them and trying to target them. This one actually is the 17 to 15. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then once you kill them all, usually they spawn more until they're all gone. And then the site will actually disappear. And so these guys are actually working this one. So, and we'll go with these two. So this one is really short and this one is really long. So, but yeah, because I didn't have the right lasers, so don't use tactical sight. So that one has tactical enhancer. So. Oop, there's one. I was like, yeah, it didn't disappear. So yeah, so they're taking that out. So that was the last one. So then I'll bring my drones back in. Don't leave without your drones. So yes, it's always better to use all the same type, unless there's a reason for it. So in the case you may have, you may want to have some short range guns for the ones that get past, especially if you don't have drones. You may want to have some short range guns. But I usually always use the same. Submit. And then that way you don't have to worry about it. So now I'm going to go ahead and dock this guy. And Wolf, I don't know if you caught that, but I hope you did. If you didn't, just send me a message in game. I found times where they're useful. If you're fighting different size ships, like one of the missions I did recently, it had cruisers and rogue drones. The rogue drones move so fast that it was nice to they closed the distance with me so fast that my long range, my rail guns, they just came in too quick and I couldn't keep them at a distance. And so in that case, I would say use something or have drones, which I use the drones for them. If you don't have a drone boat, then you may have to try and do something different. But yeah, for the most part, it makes it a lot easier if you have them all the same. So I'm going to repair this guy so I don't forget to repair him later. So the whole 708. So that. And then what we'll do is we'll switch over to my cleanup. And we'll go salvage that stuff. So, yeah. Well, and there's a lot of ships that don't have a drone bay. And so in those cases, I don't usually fly those. But yes, if you're flying one of those, then you may have to do something different. But yes, the other one that's good is the web of fire. So when they get close, you can hit them with the web of fire, which slows them down drastically. And so then that helps. So I've got all these notifications down here. I think these are all my kill stuff. Would you go away? Oh, I hate when it does that. Trying to hit the notification. So gave me my insurance, kill report, kill right earn, kill right earn, kill right earn. Yeah, so not that I've ever figured out how to collect on a kill right, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm definitely not a PvPer. So
Warp drive active.
So UVE, what do you mean by don't use tactical sight? Because I don't understand what you meant by that, because I definitely want to do what's going to work best. So get in your guns, kill them with small drones. Yep, I agree with that. Yeah, it's not very often, but I have found a couple things where it paid to have different size guns. In this case, we threw this together quick so we could try and do it before the end of the stream. But yeah, I killed them, but it really wasn't as efficient as it should have been. So on-screen rings that give you distance information. Okay. Yeah, so I don't use those, but I do try to keep them, like for this, I do try to do this and keep them at a certain ring. I need to figure out a way to do this quicker, because that takes way too long, any of this stuff. One of the things that's been nice is I've figured out some shortcuts to get some of these things working faster, and that's been really nice. So one of my streamers, they never had this in the past, but one of my streamers said if you hold down control and click it, you target faster. Oh, that's been a lifesaver. And so, but yeah, I need to find one for keeping them at a distance. If there's a key that'll do that, because that would be nice. Alright, let's do you, and let's do you, and let's do you. And let's do you. And let's do you. And let's do you. It's nice they all died here real close, so I don't have to fly anywhere. So not that I'm getting anything out of them, but yeah, I've never been able to figure out. So you're talking about these rings here? When it shows them, man, I don't have anything targeted. I don't want to target one of these Concord guys, or that'll be the end of that. So I should thank them for coming to my rescue. So not that they rescued me, but they avenged me. Let me clear this bookmark so that I don't accidentally fly to it later thinking it's something else. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dock here, and then I'm probably gonna call the stream done. So appreciate you guys watching. I'll see if I can find somebody to raid with you guys. So I'll put you on one of the other guys that does eveonline, because they're usually pretty good. I'll see who's out there to see if we can find somebody good to send you to. So night, Nick. Yeah, that's fine. I appreciate it. Yeah, because that was one of the ones that was it's always hard. I'm so difficult to figure out fits.
Docking permission requested.
Like I said, I have a lot of buyer's remorse. So take it easy, UVE. I appreciate the follow. And thanks for joining the stream. Really appreciate you guys being here. So, like I said, let me find somebody. If you guys have anybody you usually watch, let me know. Because we'll go ahead and look for them and raid them. But I don't recognize any of the guys out here, so we could always do one of these ones. This will end well, or seedling. Actually, it looks like he's a foreign language, so maybe I'll do this. This will end well. This will end well. So yeah, so we'll try that. So I'm gonna do. I think I should raid. Told me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna try and raid you guys onto somebody here. I just can never remember what the command is, so. Nope, that didn't work. Let me see if I can find it here. Followed by the name of the channel you wish to raid. That's what I just did. Oh, wrong slash. The channel's intended for mature audiences, so they won't let me rate it. There it goes. So it is going to rate it with 4 viewers. So appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you watching. So take care.